In this section, we are going to explore some of the ornamentation that's going to bring our Raga jog to life. We have 4 different ornaments we're going to present to you that will lay right on top of the melody, which we just played in the previous section, and then we will translate those onto the guitar. Indrajit, show us some of those ornamentations.
Starting with this melody that we did, we can use one simple glide here, so you can show that.
Sure. So the difficulty on the guitar with some of these is bending as far as we need to bend. So we can do it as a glissando. That's one beautiful way of doing it. Or if our guitar is set up appropriately, we can bend. And you got to watch your intonation with those bends. It's a little sharp. So that way it seems to work better on this guitar. That's the first one.
That's the first one. And then here, Raga, we can play with a Crinton, whatever you call in guitar.
Pull off.
That's the second one.
That's a simple one to do. What you got to remember on the guitar is to try to give a little bit of this bend up on the arrival note. Gives it a little bit of a vibrato.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
A little bit of a bend there. Gives it that feel. If it's just straight, it doesn't quite have that Hindustani sound. A little bend there on that pull-off.
But we can also play, if it's possible in guitar, with from one string, a glide like, a long glide like. So
that's where we get into the tricky part, right? Because you got to get that's all a bend, you know. That's a nice sound
good,
as well. Yeah.
And then a bend
That's
here
the
on that
beautiful
one. Yeah.
This is a very typical. Now, one of the important things I'm going to demonstrate here is bending. Again, keep in mind that we're not just bending, but we're bending the note up, muting it with the pick of the right hand, and releasing the bend. So you're only hearing the travel down. If I did it without that, you'd hear the whole bend, and that kind of ruins the effect. Mute the string, bend it, and then release. Beautiful.
And then again the same bend for the last part.
Again, these are the ones where you have to get some tricky bends because you want to get pretty far. Do a minor third. Notice when I get to the pitch, I stop the string. That gives the effect that the sitar gives a little bit.
Right. That sounds. Now to go over those 4 things. Can be played like this.
Or Nice. So there you have 4 ornaments in Raga Jog and a bit of a translation onto the guitar. In the next section, we're going to play the melody with these ornaments, and then we're going to jam a little bit for you so you can hear how they sound in context.